cover all the lands of darkness.
What must I do?
The ring must be destroyed.
Cast back into the fires of Mount Doom.
I know what hunts you. They're coming.
They will find the ring and kill the one who carries it.
You have my sword.
My bow.
And my axe.
You carry the fate of us all, little one.
This task was appointed to you, and if you do not find a way, no one will.
Let us hope that our presence may go unnoticed. They are coming.
We must turn back! Shall not pass!
You will face evil, and you will defeat it.
Even the smallest person can change the course of the future.
I'm glad you're with me.
The world is changed, and some things that should not have been forgotten were lost. But the Ring of Power has a will of its own.
Evil is stirring in Mordor. The ring has awoken. Sauron needs only this ring to cover all the lands of darkness.
What must I do?
The ring must be destroyed.
Cast back into the fires of Mount Doom.
I know what hunts you. They're coming.
They will find the ring and kill the one who carries it.
You have my sword.
My bow.
And my axe.
You carry the fate of us all, little one.
This task was appointed to you, and if you do not find a way, no one will.
Let us hope that our presence may go unnoticed. They are coming.
We must turn back! Shall not pass!
You will face evil, and you will defeat it.
Even the smallest person can change the course of the future.
I'm glad you're with me.
The world is changed, and some things that should not have been forgotten were lost. But the Ring of Power has a will of its own.
Evil is stirring in Mordor. The ring has awoken. Sauron needs only this ring to cover all the lands of darkness.
What must I do?
The ring must be destroyed.
Cast back into the fires of Mount Doom.
I know what hunts you. They're coming.
They will find the ring and kill the one who carries it.
You have my sword.
My bow.
And my axe.
You carry the fate of us all, little one.
This task was appointed to you, and if you do not find a way, no one will.
Let us hope that our presence may go unnoticed. They are coming.
We must turn back!
Welcome to Liberty Tonight, the only pro-liberty late-night variety show. Hosted by Brian Piotr and starring King Libertarian. Special guests, hilarious commentary, skits, gags, and more fun are just ahead. And here's Brian.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Liberty Tonight. I have a message for the goddamn British. The PM Kyle Sturmer. Come and take them. We fought you off once in the Revolutionary War. We fought you off again in the War of 1812. It is my goddamn American right to have a ninja sword. Which, by the way, is called a samurai sword. But who am I to correct your English, stupid British people? Anyways, for those of you who say, just turn in your guns, it'll make everybody safe, all the crime will go away. How's that working out for the British? They're putting round tips on kitchen knives and preventing the fun of millions of young men who would like to have one of these beautiful, real steel sharp blades. You know, like, your country has gone way downhill. You've immigrated pure villains from Batman. You've turned London into Gotham. Congratulations. Anyways, this is Liberty Tonight, and I am your host, Brian Piotr. But before we ever go and do anything of importance on this show, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for coming in here, each and every one of you. I love you. You're my favorite people in the world. And I would like you all to take your hat off, stand on attention, maybe grab a glass of whatever you like, and listen to the king of all libertarians as he says his stuff.
Hear ye, I'm King Libertarian, benevolent dictator of libertarianism, slayer of statists, hater of bureaucrats, lover of Doge, and all-around badass monarch. Now silence, peasants, your king is speaking. Ghibli mania has taken over the memescape, with AI-driven filter running wild to each reach of this memedom. From iconic historical photos such as Tiananmen Square to modern current events like Elon Musk balancing silverware at a White House dinner. By the way, can we please get Elon at the plastic kids table in a sandbox? This man-child clearly has a short attention span. When Master Miyazaki created the dazzling film Spirited Away, which was showered with praise and awards and prominently features the Ghibli studio signature style, I don't think he intended his style of art to depict Derek Chauvin pressing his knee into George Floyd's neck. The newest rendition of Snow White was a flop at the box offices this week. Reports say the promotional tour had been cut short because the star of the film won't stop binge-eating Buc-ee's beaver nuggets. Weird, I know. Harry Sisson broke his silence following the Rostergate scandal and blamed MAGA for his meltdown. It turns out Harry Sisson does love women, but is still really, really, really gay. Dear peasants, I know that as the Trump administration marches on, some eggs are going to be broken, but at least they're now at a reasonable price. Trump is great, but he is not the infallible God King of libertarianism like me. There will be things we disagree on, and we shall hold that standard to him. But I will team up with MAGA every time against violent, mentally ill leftists. The king has spoken. Now back to Squire Brian. America.
Yeah, you know, this is something every little boy needs. And if you didn't grow up acquiring knives and guns, you know, you really should do that in adulthood, because I don't feel like you really got the American experience until you've done that.
That's right.
By the way, these are so fun. I've cut so many watermelons in them. 2
Yeah, I
and
thought
1.
you were going to cut off your own watermelon there for a sec, whipping that thing out at the beginning of the show. That was a close call there, wasn't it, Brian?
It never was close. I am an
I
exacting
was in
man.
full control the entire time.
I was in full control and I remain in full control at all times. Okay, we got a wonderful show for you tonight. We have a prize for you. I've got here some industrial blue dye, which for if we happen to raise $50 in Rumble Rants and or subscriptions, I will swish it around in my mouth and swallow it for you and give you dark blue mouth face for the rest of the show. I don't know if that's an incentive or not. Some of you may be into it. Either way, that's what I've come up with. So
his entire teeth will be stained blue for we don't know how long. So maybe by next week he will still have Smurf mouth. So we'll see about that.
Well, we can see Phil Heath. Phil Heath, bodybuilding champion, got some methylene blue. He said he felt like he could literally go to the gym for a full leg day, but he will save that for the morning. So only 10,000 views for the legend.
Yeah, the 7-time Mr. Olympia champion. If blue fabric dye is good enough for the 7-time Mr. Olympia champion, Phil Heath, then it is good enough for me. If it's good enough for RFK Jr., and, the only thing you have to worry about is freaking out the coroner at an autopsy.
Hey, King, can you turn your video off and on again just for a second for me? You are pixelating like Christmas. I don't know what to tell you. And you're back. We fixed it. We fixed it, everybody.
We fixed it. Live on air. Oh, yeah, I see that now. I look like I was coming in from another dimension. Maybe I was. Maybe I am a fifth-dimensional hyperspace being that's telepathically projecting myself into this ether universe.
It's doing it again, man. Zoom. Paying you.
What?
Paying you for professional Zoom.
What is this treachery? Who at Zoom do I need to take out tar and feather and remove their head? This is ridiculous.
I'm not the expert. I'll write an angry letter if I need to.
Okay. It seems like we're better now.
Now I'm afraid to touch. I'm afraid to touch anything. I don't know what's going on. There's a ghost in the internet. Maybe a ghost in the computer.
All right. Well, it seems from the stream that we are better at this point, I think. So, anyways,
back to the
Poison Adventure on Liberty Tonight, where freedom never sleeps.
Mm-hmm. We're getting to 10 o'clock Eastern, and you got that feeling in your belly like, oh, I need some liberty tonight.
That's right.
I need something in my belly.
Yes.
So where freedom never sleeps, you can see our @s at the bottom of the screen here. This is where you can go follow us on X. If you're new or if you have been here a lot of times and you haven't followed the show, please like and subscribe on Rumble. Rumble is the place where we can say ridiculous things and we won't get banned. We can say that there are only 2 genders and we won't get banned. And we won't get demonetized for the flip of the coin. Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, who knows why? Like, this is the beautiful thing about Rumble and why we will always support Rumble. And we are Rumble Premium members, and you should be too. Okay.
Woo! Yeah.
Woo! Okay. Hey,
Liberty Tonight.
what is the name of this art style so that I don't screw it up?
Ghibli.
Ghibli. Doing the Gibbs.
Yes. That's right. So I guess for anyone who's been living under a rock today, because if you're off the internet for a day, you're gonna go to let me open up the paper, Wall Street Journal this Sunday edition, and you will see this photo probably on the front page, and you're gonna be like, what the hell is going on? But basically, everybody's just started using this Ghibli filter on everything, and there's a bunch of iconic photos. But yeah, the White House themselves, and the choice of the photo too is quite good. If we all remember the bloated-faced fentanyl dealer, illegal Venezuelan mafia don woman. Who is the feature of this photograph? It's quite hilarious.
Yeah, I love the person who's running this X account. You're running the X account for the president and you're memeing correctly. This isn't whatever the heck Joe Biden would have put out that was just boring and ignored. This is relevant, topical, hilarious, also incredibly offensive to the people who love to be offended. And I see
Yeah.
Barney Style said, "My life, my fortune, and my sacred honor to the God King of Liberty." All right, thank you.
Thank you for your tribute, Barney. Thank you for your tribute to your king.
And then Quest Fanning has said, the Switch took too long. Good to see you guys again, gents. Oh, thank you so
Quest.
much, sir. And man, there's a lot of people in the chat. I don't want to. Fiery Waco's saying that axe is supposed to be encased in sticks. I don't really know what that's. Anyways, maybe.
And then Quest again. I'm at Quest Fanning. People should follow me. Yes, Quest Fanning on X. Great follow there. So we are at $15 there, Brian. What does that mean?
It means that you, in your ghost form, can tell us our future.
No. Yes. In the future, if we get the $35 more,
I will,
Mr. Brian
I will drink
Piotr will-
industrial blue dye and give you guys beautiful dark blue teeth and gums and tongue. Give you a little bit of tongue.
That's right. That's right.
Haha. Yeah, I know you like it.
It's gonna be great.
There's so much
Only
more.
$35 more.
There's a lot more art like this, guys, and it's beautiful. So,
Yeah, which one of these historical recounts? I mean, even I don't know if you scrolled past it because I'm not controlling yours, but the morning routine guy, that's also a meme within a meme. I saw that too. If they Ghiblified the water with the ice and the banana and the Saratoga water, and then there's the guy that's featured in that first. So there's even memes within memes within this thread. I love. What about you, Brian? What do you think is your favorite Ghiblify?
I like this "Let That Sink In" one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I like when they mix in like the historical stuff, like Muhammad Ali knocking out was that George Foreman or whoever.
Dude, yeah, the morning routine guy.
Yeah,
That's really funny. I can't believe we live in this world where this guy made a ridiculous, just retarded morning routine video and it went nuts, like super duper viral.
yeah.
And
It was quite strange.
man, I just never know when you're gonna disappear.
I know this is the darndest thing. Ape Austin's in the chat. Austin, what is happening? Help us. That is my cry for the cavalry. Sir Austin of House Missouri. What Dallas knowledge depart on us for this dastardly technological deed that we are being foisted upon? What curse has the king
we got smart people.
granted?
We got smart people in the chat. I think it's the CIA has coming after us, trying to stop
Yeah.
us from sharing the word. They're trying to stop us from being funny.
Not gonna work.
It's
Well,
not.
it could be Keir Starmer, since you challenged him with your ninja sword. He could be angry. He could be angry with us.
The British people are always angry. You just gotta ignore the British people. They're gonna be angry.
They're gonna be passive aggressive.
They're gonna be like, with all due respect, sir. And then the worst insult they can come up with comes after that.
Good day to you, sir.
Pardon
You brandished you brandished a ninja sword, and you betwixt the queen to jail with you. Thrown into prison for the rest of your life.
It must start with an apology, right? First thing is they say is they're so used to bending the knee, they start every sentence with an apology. Pardon me, sir. Excuse me. I beg your pardon. Then the insult. But they already know that they're the baddies, so they need to apologize first. So yeah, he's banning ninja swords in
right.
England. So because they're bad guys. And why do you have a ninja? Why do you have a samurai
Anything
sword
sharper
problem?
and bigger than a butter knife. I wonder what's happening here.
I think that maybe you imported a bunch of knife murderers and you took all the guns away from your people. I think that's probably it. Well,
We there?
you're here. We're here.
All right, I am back. The king's back. That was weird. Maybe it is me. You ready for top 10?
I'm ready for top 10. Let's do it.
All right. This curse. I will defeat this curse by whatever witch has betwixt us in this show. Is it because we have swords? Is it because we're Americans? Is it because this is just the beginning of the arms that we have against you and your witchcraft, you witches? All right. All right. Top 10. It's top 10. Top 10. Top 10. I will have an intro. Oh, we do have an intro for this. Top 10. Brian, do we have it?
Yeah, we do have an intro, and we're good enough to use it. We're good enough.
Liberty Tonight. Top 10 list.
Okay. This is the top 10 list of things that Britons can use to defend themselves now that knives are banned.
All right, chat. What is your guesses here, or what do you say? What are some things that Britons are going to use to defend themselves now that they can't have guns or knives? Number 10, cricket bats. You know that sport that's like retarded version of baseball?
Yeah, it is the retarded version of baseball, isn't it? I mean, baseball's already hard to watch for 2 or 3 hours. Cricket matches last like 3 weeks. And I don't think anybody can handle that. You'd be bored out of your freaking mind.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, and I don't want to find out.
Yeah, number 9, harsh English phrases. Oi, mate, your mom's cooking is rubbish.
Oh man! All right, what do you say, chat? What are a pepper spray? Nelson 65. Nelson 65. All right, number 8 of the top 10 things that Britons can now use to defend themselves now that knives are banned. Number 8, unchecked alcoholism. Oh, you're going to the pub again? Oof, death by liver poisoning.
But the nice thing is that they don't spray their wheat with the same poison here, maybe, and so that you can drink more beer before you get sick.
Yeah, the non-GMO wheat.
Maybe the hangovers aren't so bad. I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, top 10 list of things Britain can do now that to defend themselves now that knives are banned. Umbrellas and chimney brushes. It's Mary Poppins approved. Oh.
Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim, murderer. I sweep you away, I fly away in my umbrella, because I don't have a knife anymore to stab you. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim, true. Yay.
Unless you're in prison, I'm pretty sure you can still get a shank in prison. Like, they're not going to stop you.
Yeah, Britons are going to get really good at melting down sporks and then reshaping them to be able to protect themselves. All right. Let's see it, chat. What else do you think that the Britons are going to use now that they can't use knives to guard themselves? Nelson says, suit of armor. Yes. Did they ban Excalibur? I think that's in the ninja category. All right, number 6, bagpipes, weaponized sound. Yes. Yeah. I think a very loud set of bagpipes would be effective. What do you think, Brian?
I think definitely if you're inbred and you hear the sound of bagpipes, you just instantly drop the knife and run away.
Yeah.
You know you can make a knife out of anything, right? Like, you need an IQ of about 1, and then you can figure out how to make a knife out of something. Good luck
It's
with
like
that.
the wheel and then a knife. Like, yeah.
You don't even need the wheel. Like all of North and South America, the Mesoamericans, they didn't use the wheel, but they got plenty of knives out of obsidian, right? So
Well, to be fair, they didn't use the wheel because they thought it was a god and would forsake them forever.
Liberty Tonight.
Yeah. What do we got next?
warm beer, a splash that piss temperature ale in their eyes.
Oh man, you know, it. I don't know. We got to go to England and see this beer situation. It's a good excuse. All right, top 10 things Britons now use to defend themselves now that knives are banned. Number 4, queuing skills. Make a line that doesn't move and goes nowhere. Yeah. Are Britons famous for their queuing, for their line making? I think so.
Mr. PYG wants to know how much we need to donate to start seeing limbs come off. Mine are staying on, but I'd say about $10 and we'll take the kings off.
I don't think so, peasants. Not that easy. All right.
Okay, top 10 list of things that Britons can use to defend themselves. They're bad food. I'm not sure that's a good defense.
Who wants beans for breakfast? You know, it's a scary thought. All right, number 2, and then number 1 thing. Number 2, death by suffocating passive aggressivism. Yes, the aforementioned passive aggressiveness and self-deprecation of the Britons. They are the best at really cutting themselves deep with the self-deprecation. It's quite an art.
It's easy to make fun of yourself when you got crooked teeth, I guess. So, number 1 thing the Britons will use to defend themselves now that knives are banned: their English breath.
Yes, an entire society that does not value good dentistry it's quite an odd.
You missed an opportunity here. I think a bonus one would be gingivitis.
Yes, the famous redhead with the bad dentistry.
No one wants to have gingivitis.
Yeah, a culture that tolerates widespread gingivitis is a broken one. We are better than the Britons, and they just proved it tonight by banning a ninja swords. That was top 10, everybody. Thank you so much for playing along there in the chats. Do a reset and then do some more headlines. And what do you think else is coming up here, Brian?
I got some good news for everybody. Absolutely
That's right.
everybody except for the bureaucrats.
That's right.
And this isn't so much a headline as it is a celebration. And that is media homes are going up for sale in the tri-state area around DC, which is Virginia, Maryland, West Virginia. It's glorious.
I wonder why.
It's freaking. Let's get it up.
I wonder why.
You're selling your house. You're selling your house. You're selling your house. We're all selling our houses. The gravy train is over.
That's right.
Or at least it's on its way to ending. Like, these are people who probably already quit or been fired. And this is just the beginning. This is like, anyone who sells their house now is getting out early. Getting out while the getting's good. Because the home prices haven't started dipping really. They're down a tiny bit. So, whatever. Basically flat. You give another
the market.
Yeah, another 3 months of this, and that thing's gonna skydive, which would be great.
Are you gonna go in and buy the dip, Brian?
I don't want to live anywhere near DC.
But what if it's taken over by patriots? What if we kick out the deep state and it becomes an actual point of pride? And you can't leave a vacuum. You got to go in there and you got to fill the gaps where all the corrupt people were.
I think that I'm all for that plan. There's enough of us that I don't have to be in the group. You do it, King. You and all your minions and all of our viewers. You guys all go do it. Go live in DC.
I command you all to move into these deeply discounted homes in the Washington D.C. area. Take up the Third Amendment does not, or is it the Third Amendment? Does not apply to these scoundrels. They do not get protection from quartering troops, which is us. If they abandon their homes, it is ours for the taking. I am holding my Viking axe, and I command you.
The ghost of the king of libertarians is commanding you.
Yes.
By the way, we got people on YouTube over here. Congratulations for watching.
Woo!
E. Joseph and others. Come on over to rumble.com/Liberty Tonight. That's where the main chat is.
That's right.
Barney Styles is speaking German.
Hey, we are already at threat of being called Nazis. We do not need the Nazi language spoken here, or we might get in even more trouble.
I don't think that the Germans. I don't think the German language is the Nazi language. I think that
No?
that the language of the Nazis is the language of authoritarianism. Hillary Clinton also spoke that language. Kamala Harris also spoke the same language. It's not exactly just German, right? Thank you, Quest Fanning. We're going to use this $10 to go fix Zoom, or at least make them do it for us. So
That's
thank you so
right.
much for that. And Barney Styles is saying, hey, P, how about a Liberty Network Airbnb? Yeah, how about that?
Yeah,
In DC, in the DC Liberty Network.
that's right.
A,
We just rent it out to people coming in there to take off hunks of the federal government.
The right way that we can support this plan is by going to the forlibertyshop.com and buying
right.
product. Then Austin will have the money he needs to buy the Ford Liberty B&B, and we will be able to travel the country and stay in the Ford Liberty B&B.
That's right.
We know that that's what he's going to call it for sure.
Like the Four Seasons, but better. ForLiberty.com.
Yeah. How would the Ford Liberty B&B boot out communists?
You're not allowed to share anything while in. You have to exchange everything with every other housemate with currency or with bartering. There's no socialization, no socialism whatsoever within the Airbnb. You have to negotiate contracts and exchange money, even to share sunscreen or an apple or toilet paper.
Yeah, on the listing it's going to say comes with exactly one free coffee. All future coffees can be purchased by clicking now. Click, 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 click.
There's just vending machines throughout the Airbnb that you put in a quarter to get 3 minutes of water.
Toilet paper, washing machine, capitalism.
Everything's coin driven. We're just the greediest capitalists we could be, and that would definitely drive off the communists from our Airbnb.
Yeah, and then if we find out under Ring or something that you're a communist, helicopter lands on top of the building for giving you a free ride home.
Yes, we will take you home where you belong.
Yes, home. Get on the helicopter.
Yes.
Oh man, speaking of communists.
Oh yeah.
I got one right here. Harry Sissy.
We'll have to talk about him after this.
Yeah.
I want to talk openly and honestly about this entire controversy that has exploded in the past week. First and foremost, I want to start by saying I fucked up. I should have told the people I was talking to that there were other people, and of course I regret that decision, and I've reflected on it a lot, and I'm learning and going to be better in the future. Now, what I will say is that this entire situation has been blown wildly out of proportion by MAGA Republicans to further their political agenda. Like, we all know that they don't actually care about this. They just hate me. That's why they care. I mean, when has MAGA ever cared about women? Also, MAGA has been spreading misinformation about the situation, so I want to set the record.
Right,
okay,
we can see where this is heading.
He's taken the I'm a defender of women thing.
Yeah. So, I was running a gang of hens. I had a roster. I was acting like the most chauvinistic, womanizing person. But yes, no, you are the male feminist still, you are the victim, and the mean right wingers made you do what any red-blooded American young man would do, and that is to date as many ladies as you possibly can.
I think he was acting a lot like his mentor, Bill Clinton.
I swear, I should have told her that I had other interns that I was with. I should have told her. No, Bill Clinton would have never have done that. He got on camera and he said, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. You get on TikTok and you act like a total scumbag, all right? And by the way, I have a bone to pick with you, Mr. Harry. I went out on a limb for you last week. I named you my Peasant of the Week. I really thought that this incident could have changed your mind and you would have embraced your masculinity. You would have embraced the lifestyle that so many feminists and LGBTQs and everyone hate. A strong cis man who knows what he wants and is, for all you, I assume you're making money doing what you're doing, but no, you betrayed me, you besmirched my honor, and therefore you were shunned for life. I take back your
to be fair, he was probably already doing this before he became President of the Week. It's probably true. He became President of the Week, saw he needed to stop his ways, and that's when the story broke. It's out of his control.
Okay.
Obviously, you changed his life forever.
Okay, all right. I like that. I like that interpretation. It gives me great honor, and I appreciate your fealty, Squire Brian.
Quest Fanning donated $2, so we're well past halfway. We're at $27 for the night. He said the 4 liberal BNB, 110%. We get ourselves to $50. I will swish this industrial blue dye around in my mouth and provide you with a show. And then swallow it. And it is nasty. So consider that. Consider your options for this evening, guys. You have other places you could be.
He wants to drink fabric dye, blue fabric dye. Let this man drink this fabric dye. Let this man have to face the world tomorrow with a fully blued mouth. Make him go to a 7-Eleven where a man with a mullet and his gut sticking out of his tank top shirt will gaze upon Brian and his mouth, and he will ask him, can I hook up with the Smurf too? Like, let's see this happen. Blue dye, blue industrial dye, all in the mouth. All right, we're more than halfway there. $27 out of 50.
I've never had to explain to a boss why I had a blue mouth.
Make him wake up tomorrow morning and have to explain to his boss.
We're all playing Never Have I Ever. Okay, all of you who've done that, finger down. Finger down. Okay, that aged me probably. I'm pretty sure that all of us in this room have played that game, though. I
never have I ever chugged blue fabric industrial dye. Oh,
still haven't, guys. Maybe that'll change.
That's right.
Okay, here's our commander-in-chief with his Gulf of America map behind him, mocking somebody wearing a mask.
You handle it if a state like California were to put in place education policies?
You know, I haven't seen a mask in so long. You're wearing a mask. So nice of you. I haven't seen anybody wearing a mask in a long time. It's good. You feel more comfortable, right?
Yes.
Good. That's good. So go ahead.
You education control to this.
Oh, look at you. You feeling comfy? Good for you. Good for you, sweetie. Good for you.
That's exactly what he's saying, Brian. You got it down perfectly. Like it.
You're fine.
And that's what he's saying. Like, does that make you feel good, sweetheart? You know, are you comfortable? Are you good virtually virtue signaling here and together? And you know, maybe she has multiple immunocompromising things like AIDS and AIDS and AIDS and AIDS, and maybe she has AIDS. You just never know. Okay, so I'm glad the president checked in on her and made sure she's comfortable.
AIDS, I think you could solve AIDS with money. I bet she's got monkeypox, and she was probably hurt by her 15th booster, and she got cerebral palsy or whatever palsy from the 15th booster. It's really embarrassing.
the Bell's palsy.
Bell's palsy, yeah.
Bell's palsy. Cerebrals, my cerebrals in the chat. You were born with it. You did not take a shot, and it made you have cerebral palsy. Sorry, we weren't talking differently abled enough.
I was trying to insult this group, not this group.
We were trying to insult the self-disabled, not the born disabled.
The ones who identify as disabled, or yeah. So
we're going to hell.
I'm not. I'm making people laugh at funny things. That's not a terrible thing to do.
We didn't do anything. These things happened and we just talked about them. We're just pointing them out.
Disney is not going to make money anytime soon. And we all know this, but this is also another opportunity to make fun of them. They've made some really funny content, and it wasn't on purpose.
I showed this trailer to my therapist, now he's in therapy. Snow White, hello, anybody here, projector operator, just me. Snow White and the $7 total box office income. Movie janitors are getting a day off with
this is high-level mockery.
I threaten my kids with this trailer when they misbehave. Rachel Fodler, this is the perfect movie to watch on a plane. The odds of two disasters happening
I
to you
think
at the same time are
with
very
the internet culture and the meme culture, we've hit a height of mockery that I think also encompass that go hand in hand with a renaissance. I feel like, I don't know for sure, I'm totally making this up, but it seems like to me, before our modern comedy movement, there was like mockery with like the Renaissance period. So man, and we do it in a way where it's so relatable, and it's made by this is true this is true populism, just collectively coming together to mock these people.
Look, people using AI to make this art and this comedy, there was like one guy doing it for 20 years, and it was Weird Al. And the genre options that you had for this kind of comedy was one, and it was Weird Al. Now, everybody can make anything. And these are the most epic burns by just turning comments into music. And I do want to play just a few more because I enjoy them so much.
Yeah, go ahead.
Even Stephen Hawking would have walked out of the theater if he'd had to watch this film. Mirror, mirror on the wall, off-white and the 7 pronouns. Mirror, mirror on the wall, Helen Keller just gouged her eyes out. Snow White looks like those Indians that built houses in the jungle. Disney used to touch hearts, now they touch you like a creepy uncle. Coming to theaters near you, please don't do it, I have a family. This is possibly the only step on video I haven't wanted to see.
Too good.
Coming to a theater near you. Dudes, don't do it, I have a family. Okay, put in the chat on rumble.com/Liberty Tonight. Put in the chat your funniest comments about Disney so that we can read them. Look, there was a leak. It was over a year ago. I don't know how long ago, 2 years ago, where they had the minority dwarfs. Do you remember this?
No.
They had a picture of a leak of the filming of this movie, and it was a rainbow cast, and none of them were like, there was one person was a midget, and it was just really, really weird, and everybody made fun of it. So they stopped what they were doing, they fixed it, and then they produced this movie, which did not do well. It is not doing well at all. It was $100 million weekend. they're going to lose, I'm going to guess $400 million on this movie. Maybe some giant number. To be determined, right? And this can live on Disney Plus for the next 30 years, and they can pretend that people like it. But eventually...
They'll get that money back eventually.
People do keep streaming services because they say, oh, I want to keep it because in the future this is going to come out and I will want to watch that in the future. If there's nothing on Disney Plus, which I don't have, but if there's nothing on Disney Plus coming out that people are like, oh, I want to watch that, that's when you cancel, right? You can't have a pipeline of crap and expect people to pay for it. So good luck, people.
Well, do you know what just dropped on Disney Plus?
Nope.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, that is off-brand.
So your children scrolling for Mickey Mouse can now come across the film with the most F words in history. It won the Guinness Book of World Records for having the most F bombs in a single film, right next to Mickey's Playhouse and Monster Truck, Monster Mayhem. There you go. Quest Fanning, $2. Franny asked, who are they calling today? I don't remember what that comment's about, but thank you. $2 more, so we're at $29.
Yeah, we're at $29.
All right.
It's getting dangerous close, guys. $21. And I'll be putting industrial... they use this dye to make blue jeans.
Yeah, I could see that. I have gotten it on things, and it is a dye. If you get it on any type of fabric, it's blue now.
No, and it's just to move to a more somber note. This is kind of crazy. Like, I don't really know why it's a headline in here. It's kind of off the vibe of the show, but
skip it.
We're bombing Yemen. You want to skip bombing Yemen?
Yeah, well, you can't. Yeah, you spiked that cannon. Let's go to Little Trump. Little Trump. He's so calm. He's sitting there so calmly. I mean, he is in Yemen, which has been, getting bombed pretty regularly. So, yeah, just another Sunday there in Yemen.
Why can't we get the Saudis to do this? I know they have been. I knew they have been bombing Yemen, but like seriously, like there's this big world problem, and it's on your border. Maybe you go deal with it. It's on the other side of the world for me. I really I don't feel like bombing them personally.
Yeah, this is technically a libertarian show, so we have to say the canned libertarian message: no more interventionism. JD Vance, he already in the secret group chat that was leaked, said that this was dumb and it was not in our interest.
And he was right. He was right.
That's right.
JD Vance is one heartbeat away from the presidency, and I'm so glad that it's not Mike Pence or somebody like Mike Pence. Mr. PYG, yes, this could be me taking methylene blue, but that is up to you. The goal is to get to $50 for the evening in Rumble Rants and/or subscriptions. So will you help get to that goal? Make it happen. I think we can. I think we can do it. Okay, last video of the segment. Little Donald Trump has been spotted. This would be Donald Trump Jr.
Mr. President.
Mr. President.
What's up, Mr. President?
It was either me. It was either me or Camel Toe. You had no choice.
Let's take a picture.
Yo, we definitely won't. This guy's the biggest cock blocker in this. He is. He cock blocker. Yo, do me a favor.
He nailed it.
Stormy Daniels. Fuck, give me a favor. Fuck you. Rainer and Gonzalez. One, two.
Little Trump.
You don't even have to look like Trump. You just have to put on a wig and then nail the voice.
The voice, the movements, the face, and then he does a little dance at the end. Yeah, no, I mean, look,
I've been watching The Apprentice. His way of speaking has been developed since then. Like back 20 years ago, he did not have the
cadence.
He's developed it. He's worked on it, and it's been set by hundreds of rallies and hundreds of speeches. He kind of became a different person by running for office. And
interesting. Yeah.
That leads us to our next segment, which is called Conspiracy Corner.
Conspiracy Corner. Yes.
Let me play. I don't know. I don't have really like the right song for Conspiracy Corner. That's something we're gonna.
Conspiracy Corner. This is we're gonna mix in this segment. Are aliens real? Is Bigfoot real? Extra dimensional beings. What are things that Joe Rogan talks about, but we have no idea where he's coming from? These are the conspiracies that shape our minds and our culture. So come to Conspiracy Corner, where we're going to go over some ones that have just dropped this week.
Okay.
That's right.
First story of the night. If you are against it or for fluoride in the drinking water, I highly suggest you listen to this short clip. I think we're all against it, right, people?
An acid, first of all. So if it's put into our...
Where are they getting the fluoride?
The fluoride that they get is a byproduct of the phosphate fertilizer industry, and it's called hydrofluorosilicic acid. So
That's
as a byproduct of the phosphate fertilizer industry, it's considered a hazardous waste, and it's very expensive to dispose of. But they have found that if diluted in theory and it's an acid, first of all. So if it's put into our water system, it is so diluted that it becomes safe. But I will say everyone can go
What do you think, chemistry
research
man?
this and look at themselves. But it does come in like cement bags with skull and crossbones on.
It's toxic for a reason. Fluorine is next to iodine in the periodic table. And so it competes for the same spots in your body as iodine, which is necessary for life. So
yeah, it is an essential nutrient, is it not?
Yeah, and because fluorine is right next to it, it's close enough that it competes for the same receptor cells, or however.
So that's why it kills you.
That's why it's a poison. Yeah.
Interesting. And it is the fair being correct in saying that in theory, if it's diluted enough, it shan't matter.
If you dilute any poison to the right amount, it becomes like a holistic drug, right? But I'd prefer the right number. I prefer none. I think the right answer could be 0.
Interesting.
So like you could take a certain amount of mercury when you eat tuna, but it's bad for you. You're just accepting the risk.
You're saying at a low enough dilution, it's delicious for you?
No, it's just that it will kill you more slowly than the other things in life that are killing you.
Yes, but I am a big proponent of filtering your water, folks. And the Brita one ain't doing it. If it's just a carbon filter, it is getting some out, but not these chemicals, not the hormones from all these trans people shooting up testosterone and estrogen. They're peeing that into the water supply, and you're drinking it along with all the fluoride and any other toxic chemicals.
There's a lot of reasons to filter your water besides just fluoride. Like you should filter it for whatever else is in there. Like,
I want smart peasants.
Do you trust your government? Do you trust the government to do a good job? Do you trust those 100-year-old pipes in the streets out there? It's good enough for your toilet. It's not exactly good enough for you to drink. Though, like, I did it for so long before I realized my mistakes. So, I'm not perfect.
Yeah, even boiling water for pasta, anything you're going to consume, especially if you're going to boil it. Ugh, boiling tap water, gross. All right, folks, we are here for your health and your pleasure. That is one of our conspiracies tonight. Fluoride in the water. What do you think in the chat? Quest Fane said chick is not hot. So important. Forget her. All right. Yeah, she. I guess each their own, their quest.
I think that even the most unattractive people can say true things. So, friend,
yes.
Here,
so what do you think? Fluoride make you lower your IQ or not?
Absolutely.
What else we got here? What's the next conspiracy
Friendly
theory?
reminder that the CIA in declassified documents admits that the Ark of the Covenant is real and documented.
Did you see this, Brian?
I
This
did.
is the first time you're seeing it? What do you think? You're our resident Christian. What do you think about the fact that the CIA, and if you read into this, this is actually a remote viewing session where the CIA, there's a lot of CIA remote viewing documents, and this one in particular is talking about the Ark of the Covenant. So the CIA seems to think, and I know it is real remote viewing. So assuming that remote viewing is real, then they really did see this, and it does exist somewhere being guarded by entities, I think it says. Yeah, in that third, fourth paragraph.
I gotta
What do you think,
believe.
Brian?
I gotta believe in remote viewing.
Yes. Yes, you have to believe in remote viewing if you want to also believe that the Ark of the Covenant is intact and being guarded by entities. Yeah.
I am
says,
at least open-minded enough to believe that somebody could be seeing visions that are real. But I can't tell you if it comes from demons or whatever, but who knows?
yeah. It says remote viewing located in the Middle East as the language spoken of the individual seems Arabic. Visual surroundings of the building indicate a presence of a mosque dome. And then it says the target is protected by entities and can only be opened by those who are authorized to do so. The container cannot be opened until time is deemed correct. So we're not going to get a Raiders of the Lost Ark body melting, head exploding scenario here. You would have to get past the entities, which I would imagine are like the Dementors or something in Harry Potter that were guarding that thing there. And then at that point you have to, I guess, decipher some type of time cipher to make the time correct to open this thing up. So very interesting.
Well, that's against what I think it's the Ethiopians, the Jewish people in Ethiopia, or the Christians in Ethiopia. They say they've got the Ark.
I mean, I was looking at other things, and they said that, I mean, in parts of Ethiopia, they could speak Arabic, and I think the part that they talk about is like deserty. So, yeah, it doesn't know exactly where it is, but yeah, the Ark of the Covenant. If you believe remote viewing is real, and the CIA does, and they logged this as an official file in 1988. Man, that's real interesting. What do you think?
Look, I love me a good conspiracy theory, but I listened to the Joe Rogan show. I can't remember the name of the guest, but they brought on nonverbal people who are psychic. I don't know. That one is crazy. You should go listen to that, and we should talk about it next week.
All right. But assuming the remote's being real, assuming that the Ark is actually there and it is of Christian origin, based on your faith as a Christian, and what are these entities and what's inside the Ark? What are they guarding?
I have no idea what that is, but the Ark is Jewish. I mean, it's spelled out and has a whole story. The Ark of the Covenant holds. I should probably know what it holds. I have heard the story of what it holds, but I have forgotten this story, and I'm live on air. So
isn't it like parts of the Noah's tablets, or not Noah, but Moses' tablets, and then the Spear of Destiny maybe is in there. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, super interesting. What do you guys think in the chat? What are these entities? Barney Styles says the Ark is under the Sphinx, guarded by the Masons and Lizard People. Okay, so Lizard People and Masons are these entities that are guarding the Covenant, the Ark of the Covenant. But yeah, I thought that was super interesting. Yeah, you should go look at, if you guys are interested in that There's whole files on CIA's remote viewing. It's great.
Quest Fanning, more to come. Still making decisions on whether or not I'll be joining. I think the king is in the same position, but I should never speak for the king.
Ah, dear Brian, I wish thou I could make it. However, I will be basking in the glory of the
Gulf
Mexican
of America.
I will be in Mexico, basking in the Gulf of America.
Awesome.
Yes, so I will be looking forward to being in Mexico in the Gulf of America with my Gulf of America gear. Should I try to bring Gulf of America gear through Mexican customs?
Yes.
And then I'll film it, and if they pull me aside and deny me entry, I will go mega viral, and it'll be hilarious. All right.
Okay, here is the next and last conspiracy of the evening.
We just unlocked a new frontier, but we ain't in no skinny built rinky dink tin can like that Ocean Gate bullshit. This the big body submersible, and we going treasure hunting, seeking real high value aquatics.
Oh my god, Nemo.
But what we found, nigga, this ain't no golden jewels.
Babe, is that a sunken city?
That's right, Fatlantis, the lost empire of big body kings.
Conspiracy. Fatlantis, does it exist?
So
does Fatlantis exist?
I don't think Fatlantis exists. The guy who makes these, it makes a lot of these videos. I'm curious who it is. Like, is it like a little Thai boy of 14 on the other side of the world? Because it's just someone typing stuff into AI.
Oh, it's great.
It's ridiculous that this can be made in AI. It's crazy.
No, this is an American. This person could not decipher the nuances of sub American cultures to bring such a film to light. With at least this person did not write this skit. Maybe they designed it based off a script, but someone with intimate knowledge of African American culture had to have made this film.
Here's Fat Man Part 2.
Hammer clawing his way to power in the underground. Smooth talker, dangerous charisma, riddles spoken through clouds of smoke. He treats this city like his personal puzzle, a game only he knows how to win. They call him the Niggler. If my sources are correct, he's planning on burning down Fat Tech headquarters to ashes by igniting thermite charges.
Oh my gosh. This is such a crazy thing.
Woo! I love it. I love it. Man,
It looks
AI
like
is so
this
fun.
could, it looks like this could be real. It looks like all of this could be real. It's crazy.
Look, if this is the true form of AI, it does one of two things. One, it entertains us to a level to which we didn't think we can get to, because there's been a barrier of entry for people who are creative, who are funny, and who want to make good content, but they have day jobs, right? Like, we can't just produce an entire film and have our ideas come to light. AI is going to make it to where we can make what's in our mind just come out without having to be like a damn video game developer or some shit. All right. 2, it's going to get rid of almost every single remedial task that you absolutely hate doing and being a part of. It'll be virtually automated, and then once robotics gets here, it'll be manually automated all through AI. If that's what we get and not some cyber future where, we have a Terminator type situation, I'm all for AI dominance. Let's go see it. What do you think, Brian?
I think it's going to be a wild ride, and I hope it doesn't end in the world blowing up. Is that too much to ask?
Straight to the point. I love it. I went on a giant spiel, and you're like, yeah, let's just don't blow each other up. That's the dichotomy you get here on Liberty Tonight, where freedom never sleeps. That was Conspiracy Corner. Thank you so much, everyone. And we're at the top of the hour. We're halfway through, and we got Be or Not Be coming up next. And then we're going to introduce a new segment as well called Culture Couch. The Culture Couch. Come, chill, smoke the blunt, or drink your drink. Culture Couch. And then we'll have RFK maybe pop in to talk about Doge and downsizing his agencies, and then we have our America the Beautiful and liberal freakouts if we have time to get to it. But yeah, we are here on Rumble tonight, rumble.com/Liberty Tonight, every Thursday, 9 to 11 Central, here on the For Liberty Network, forlibertynetwork.com. And yeah, follow us on X. Our tags are below, at King Libertarian, at Brian_Piotr. And follow AP for Liberty and Culturama, Daniela. Because we're building a whole network here. We're keeping you guys entertained. Like heck, we're dancing, we're singing, we're coming up with cool stuff. We're bringing this thing to the next level, and we have you guys here to support us. So thank you so much for joining us here tonight.
Okay, so be or not the bee?
Be or not be. I will have an intro at some point for this. Bzzz. All right. This is a participation sport chat. I command you to play along with Be or Not Be. I'm going to read 4 headlines. Either they could all be true, they could all be false, they could be a mix of both. And I'm going to read that headline and you say Be or Not Be or true, false in the chat. And Brian also does not know. He is going to be guessing as well. So here we go. Be or not be. First headline. Former UN head of anti-slavery arrested for owning a slave. All right. Is that a true headline? True. Is that false?
True.
Former UN head of anti-slavery arrested for owning a slave.
The UN is full of these people. I bet this person.
What do you mean, Brian?
I bet this person.
The people that are supposed to stop human trafficking are the biggest human traffickers on the planet.
I bet this person had a minor sex slave. that mined cobalt at the same time.
So there is an African child sex slave minor. It's a minor.
Minor.
It's a minor.
And those, all right. Yeah, those minors don't cancel out.
Okay. All right. Brian says it's true. Barney Style says not be. It is true. The former head of UN anti-slavery.
I'm sorry that it's true.
Was arrested for owning a slave.
There's a prescription for people like this. You own a slave, you lose your head.
I can get behind that.
Yeah. Who couldn't get behind that? You're a terrible human being. You should not own another human being. It's bad. It's wrong. Hope we had to clarify that.
It's like pedos being attracted to the Catholic Church or to Boy Scouts or to become CPS agents. Like it attracts these people.
Yeah.
If you want to be a criminal,
shut down the UN.
You go into professionally doing what the crime is.
Yeah, like I said, shut down the UN. This solves all the problems. Get it?
What are we gonna do with the Rockefeller Center when we kick all of them out of that building?
Build Trump Tower 2.
Yeah, Rockefeller, wipe that off. Put Trump Tower, paint it gold, and with a big middle finger right over towards Europe.
Call it the Trump Jr. Tower.
That's right.
Or Barron Plaza.
Barron. Send the UN to Greenland. That's right, Barney Styles. Huzzah! All right. Headline number 2. Elon Musk's Tesla company to unveil plan to develop electric personal vehicles, such as scooters and four-wheelers. Is this true or false? Is Tesla going to come out with personal electronic vehicles?
Look, I think what's your headspace? I think your story is false, but Tesla already sells a kid-sized ATV.
A kid-sized ATV.
Here's my promise to you guys: if Trump comes through with the $5,000 per tax credit per kid, and I got 4 of them, I will get one of those electric ATVs for my kids. They're $1,500. I can't imagine a worse waste of money, but also the right way to pay back Elon for all the good that has happened. And then it's buying them an electric. It's a Cybertruck ATV. I'm gonna find it while you do the next. While we find out from the chat.
So you get that directly from Tesla. That's
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, like the Hot Wheel, like the Power Wheels, but it's a Tesla truck.
Yeah, here it is on the screen. Cyber Quad for kids. It's $1,650. It's an electric ATV, but kid-sized.
Nice.
It looks epic and a total waste of money. But hey, if I'm about to give $5,000 off my taxes per kid, and
It's only $1,650.
Yeah, why don't
All
you
right.
have one already?
I know, right?
What are we doing wrong with our lives, guys? That you haven't already
All right.
blown money.
If we get $1,600 in Rumble Rants, we'll go out.
No, we won't. We will never waste our viewers' money on something so frivolous. I am not going to drink this methylene blue and give you all a blue show just to go spend that money on ATV. That is IRS money coming back to me money. I'm like that's like a totally different category. I'm good to blow money that came back from the government. Like it's not my money.
Yeah.
Like those COVID checks, free to blow those like yeah, you should
Get a new couch.
You should buy gold and a gun and put it in the bank. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should. Yeah, 100%.
That's right.
Okay, next one. Are you gonna tell us
how much? Where are we at with the methylene blue? Like, are we close to you chugging that thing and dyeing your teeth blue?
We are at exactly $30. Most of it coming heavy lifting from Quest Fanning. Thank you so much, sir, for your support. You're freaking awesome, man.
$30. All right, $20 more in Rumble Rants, and Brian will.
I'll dye my teeth blue for the rest of the show.
Looks like he had a love affair with a Smurf. All right, all right, that was false. I made that up. And
snap.
Brian has some freakish, knowledge of the Tesla website. So I was on to something, but yeah. All right, true or false? U.S. official blames Mercury retrograde for bizarre social media rant. True or false? B or not B? U.S. official blames Mercury retrograde for bizarre social media rant.
That is incredibly stupid.
You don't believe in the Mercury retrograde? You don't believe astrology is real, Mr. Science Man?
Somehow I believe in drinking blue dye, but I don't believe in Mercury retrograde doing anything. It's so stupid that I kind of feel like I have to say it's true. I'm so happy for you if it's fake. Like, I'm happy for America if it's fake. So
Oh, yes. Well, Steelbringer gave $5 to say true. Barney Style says not be true. Brian Piano says, all right, this is true. Yes, the politician tweeted about calling the earth flat and fabulous as part of their rant.
U.S.
All right.
official. Who is this U.S. official, and how do we fire them?
I could not decipher it in the time space continuum that I had left.
Okay.
All right, last one. I'm getting stomped, but maybe I'll make a rebound here. Be or not be? Spider-Man's shoplifter nabs $100,000 in anime cards in his web. All right, did Spider-Man rip off a nerd store and steal a bunch of anime cards? True or false? B or not B? In the chat, what you got? What you got?
Going with false. Dash over on YouTube asked if this tie is found in the merch. I love this tie, but no, AP doesn't have this tie in the merch, and he should. He should get something like this for sure. I love this tie. I want like 10 different Liberty Tonight versions ties to wear on the show. Put that on the to-do list, but yeah, not yet. B,
That's
not
right.
B. Steelbringer.
All right, yes, so this is true. A 20-year-old Virginia man dressed like Spider-Man and allegedly nabbed nearly $10,000 worth of anime trading cards. All righty, thank you so much, everyone, for playing. That was B or not B. Bzz. Liberty Tonight, where freedom never sleeps. Thanks you, everybody, for joining us. If you're here on Rumble, rumble.com/Liberty Tonight, and you're watching the stream right now, and you look down below where our beautiful faces are, and if you're not seeing that following button, go ahead and hit that follow, and then that thumbs up right next to it, and then that repost right next to it, and then come over in the chat and say hello. This is how we grow. This is how we be together.
What's on next?
Yes, we have the Culture Couch. It's their new segment, the Culture Couch, where we talk all things culture. But man, it's cool, right?
Culture. You know, culture can mean a lot of things. A yogurt that tastes really good or a nice wine is made with culture. But then you let either of those things sit out and sour and go bad. Also, still cultured somehow.
Yes,
different kind of cultures. The first video you found. I don't know. I don't remember which one of us found it, but Quest Fanny's donated $10, so I believe we're at 45. We are only $5 away from a live performance of Major Kingdom Industrial Blue Dye.
Who's gonna bring us? Who's gonna bring us over the finish line here?
Somebody else come help us get there. Quest Fanny doesn't need to do the whole thing. Here, let's play this incredible excuse for a man.
Hey babe, I have something to tell you.
Okay.
I can't pay the rent this month.
Why not?
I just don't have the money for
He's
it.
holding that burger.
What do you mean?
Chick-fil-A's like
I
the
don't
most
know. I
expensive
just don't have the money.
fast
I
food.
think with all the Christmas shopping and everything, I didn't stick to our budget, I guess.
You just made the budget like last week, though.
I know, and I don't have the money for it. I don't know what to do.
First of all, don't buy Chick-fil-A.
Can you just do like overtime or something on the weekends?
You want me to work overtime on the weekends?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to have to go back to work.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Nothing's gonna drive.
Right at the end there, he smiles, and I'm pretty sure this is.
You think it's fake?
Oh, it's fake at the very end. He's smiling. He's doing it on video, and I think he's smiling at the very end. Here.
Yeah, in there he says, you know, I got let go from the other place. I am usually pretty good at sussing these out, but either way, you know that's happening somewhere in America. I mean, the guy, if this is fake, the guy
he's the kind of guy that would do that.
Christian Bale, like the Machine Man. He got into this role. He dropped weight. He grew out a beard. He made himself look as disgusting and worthless and terrible and beta as he possibly could to get ready for this role, and he just nailed it, man.
Okay, hey, we have reached the goal of the evening. We're over $50. Thank you to Barney Styles. Okay, if I spill this, I'm wearing blue on blue, so I think I'll be good. But I think maybe King, while I deal with this, you should tell a story about. I don't know, what is it you do? What is it that you do?
It's very simple, Squire Brian. What I am is philosophical in nature. What I am is a disinterested tyrant. What I am is a benevolent dictator. What I am is the king of libertarianism. According to the philosophy.
This tastes like the button. It's like I ate an ashtray.
Woo! All right, in the chat, everybody cheer on the Blue Man. The Blue Man group has arrived. He looks like he just gave fellatio to a snowman. I don't know. It's quite the sight to see.
Hey, I want all my kids when they grow up to watch this episode of Liberty Night and be like, "I'm so proud of you, Dad."
Man, Jack Frost really had a good time with Brian tonight. The Smurfs, the Smurfs. Maybe he ate one whole, and this is the blood of the Smurf. That's a badass tale for your kids to uphold. That there was a peaceful village of tiny blue trolls.
I can
you devour.
I can feel the mental clarity now.
I bet you can.
And the clarity is giving me this thought of what have I been doing with my life that I.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for making that happen.
Thank you so much for supporting us, each and every one of you. You too can be like RFK Jr. and drink the blue gunk. And now you get to enjoy this for the rest of the show. So PETA put out something not really understanding us regular people.
Yeah.
Thinking that if they said you wouldn't eat an elephant fillet, and then like the next argument's supposed to be like, well, then you shouldn't eat anything else. But like my first thought was, why can't I have an elephant fillet? I would love to try elephant. That sounds like a super interesting meat. Like I don't want one from a zoo. I want one that had a happy life in on a happy elephant farm.
Right.
And has no parasites. And it's just a happy elephant. That'd be freaking awesome. I don't know what's wrong with this. I'm pretty sure that people have been eating elephants for forever, since the beginning of time.
Yeah, I was wondering about that, and I let Grok here help us out. While elephant meat can be eaten, obviously, it is not widely consumed because of its tough, coarse, and gamey nature, and the taste as well. But that doesn't mean that we're not red-blooded Americans, and if it moves and we can shoot it and kill it, then we're gonna try to eat it.
Look, if you've ever driven if you've ever driven anywhere in the South, you've seen signs for gator jerky.
Yes.
Or seen gator jerky at a gas station. I can't imagine that an elephant's worse than a gator. It's it's got to be, and how is it prepared, right? Like, and there's a big elephant. Like elephants are big, so like, where's the right spot to get this fillet from, so that it actually tastes like what's the best tasting part of it? So many questions.
Where's the filet mignon of elephant? Where is the prime rib? Where's the porterhouse? Where's the good cuts, right?
Yeah, and these these absolute artists of barbecue in the South have never really taken their skill and applied it to elephant.
Right.
There might be the perfect dish out there that we just have never developed because of a lack of elephant meat. Texas, you're allowed to do whatever you want. Start raising some elephants, guys.
That's right. Black people in the South have not had a chance to work their magic on the elephant meat yet. All right. Southerners in the South with smokers, and in the Midwest, I guess too. I guess
for the thumbnail.
They have smokers big enough to fit an elephant. All right. So that's what I'm talking about right here.
We've literally we've always heard, how do you eat an elephant? We all know the answer to that, right? Yeah, I don't even have to say it. We all know you do it one bite at a time.
That's right. That's right. So that's right.
Yeah. Bid against me, says Quest Fanning. Okay, so Dave Smith, what is he to in your kingdom, sire? Who is Dave Smith? Is he just a peasant, or is he somebody? Is he a duke?
To be clear, all are below me. So whether you're a peasant or a duke, it shan't much matter to me. You're all underfoot. However, David, yes, he is a warrior philosopher. He is not one that locks himself in a tall tower and philosophizes and broadcasts out through the world of webs. He goes out into the environment and tries to jester and entertain the masses, but then also try to engage them in battle and combat. So I don't know, like a warrior witch. He is a mystical creature, that's for sure. And he has special powers.
So here is him using his special powers to talk about Father's Day, and I want to hear what your thoughts are as a father.
Father's Day is pointless. It shouldn't exist. Holidays are not for men. I don't think men should even celebrate their birthdays past a certain age. You're like every decade, your 40th, your 50th, your 60th. Okay, fine. You could have a little party. But like Father's Day, first off, Father's Day is never a thing. It's never, no dad has ever enjoyed Father's Day. We don't care. You're just buying us crap with our money, which is not, it doesn't make sense. It also doesn't make sense to give a gift if you're spending it in the other person's money. Just let them get what they want for themselves. Also, dads, like when you're a grown man, you don't, I appreciate every day that I get to spend with my family, but I don't need it to be a day of celebration about me, because just think about that. A day of celebration. That's not for men. A day of celebration is for women and children. So anyway, I'm not backing off of my emoji position, and I will double down on this.
What do you think, Brian? You think he's making some good points?
I'll go all the way.
Have you had
this is honestly
Father's Days?
I feel like he's just speaking to the way that I felt for years. This is how I feel. Like this.
Yes.
I don't know. Like I
have to agree with everything he said.
I would love to have the respect and celebration for my kids 365 days of the year. And I agree that I don't need Father's Day. But birthdays is an interesting point. I feel like if you are Donald Trump, you can have a birthday and every single person is going to be happy that you had a party, that they could come to your party.
Right.
If you're in a position that that birthday invite gets everybody excited and feels like they got an in to the coolest thing in the world, you're that level of person, you can do that. Fair game. Do it every year.
Yeah.
Like if you're a normal person though, like a normal invite,
you're not rich and famous.
Like, what am I doing? Going to this dude's regular everyday birthday party at his house? This is weird. Like, none of us have been to a regular dude's 43rd birthday party, right? That's not normal. But if you are the king of the castle and it's an exclusive event and you're either like a celebrity in some way or the governor, sure, then you can do it.
Right. That's right. I see down here in the South and in my kingdom, there's a way to coax other adults to your domicile, to your castle, for no actual good reason, but to say, I am going to be engaging in the boiling of the crawfish in a most delectable soup of spices known as Old Bay, and soaked in corn and potatoes, and we are going to boil it, and then we're going to throw it onto a table outside where we will rip apart their bodies and consume their flesh. That's, that tends to make the parties more willing.
You're allowed to invite guys to any event where it's an event. Like absolutely any event. We're going hunting, we're going fishing, we're going to a baseball game, we're going to do what's that called? A boil? Like
crawfish boil.
Crawfish boil.
Yeah.
Any event where there's like clear rules about what it is and what you're going to do and when you're going to go home. Right?
Yes, especially for the dads.
So if you want to have a birthday party, but you're a dude, you just have your friends over. You say, I'm going to have a barbecue competition at my house. Come and bring your best barbecue. And then you can just basically have the party on your birthday or whatever. And it'll be actually fun, and all the guys will be engaged and enjoy it. Like you can make an event at your house under the most minimal pretenses to satisfy this requirement. But
that's right.
It'll work. It'll work, guys.
Just don't mention it's your birthday. Just say come over and then casually bring it up.
Ideally while you're like judging the competition, your wife comes up to the front and says, we're all going to sing happy birthday to him. And no one knows, right? You
so
didn't tell anybody.
Pressure to bring gifts or anything.
No one knew.
Just bring a dish. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yep. Barney Style says birthdays after 30, it's every 10 years until 90. Then you can go back to every year. Yeah. Yeah. Let's, as men, as fathers, as husbands, we should just make a rule book. Just like, All right, Father's Day, it's really for you guys. Let's just be real with it. Birthdays, just whatever. Let's just cook some barbecue. Let's not make a big deal about it. I'm not going to tell you what I want for Christmas. I'm not going to tell you what I want for my birthday. I just if I need something, I just go get it right then and there. I don't wait to get him his presents. So, is there something else we could do here for the men, for the husbands, and for the dads? Like a coalition.
Yeah, I'm glad there's other guys out there with the exact same feeling.
Yeah.
Putting a voice to it.
That's right.
Here's totally.
Connecting.
I want to take a left turn here. Go down Brokeback Mountain Valley.
Or about men connecting.
5 things I wish I'd have known before dating a trans woman, part 2. So if liking men makes you gay, and liking women makes you straight, what does not liking men, but liking women of all types, including trans women, make?
Homosexual. It makes you a homosexual. And that's okay. You do not have to go through so many different steps to try and pretend like you're not gay. You are. You can still be a big tough cowboy there, buddy. You're just more of the Brokeback Mountain variety, and that is absolutely okay. There's nothing wrong with being gay, but there is something wrong with the mental gymnastics that you're doing to try and pretend that you're not.
Yeah.
Harsh,
Brian, I don't know what your opinion
truths.
is. I don't know what your opinion is, being of your Christian faith, but just growing up and then seeing this lady just now, I'm like, you know what? Maybe some people are born gay. I mean, like, it seems like some people are destined to be that. I don't know. And is it gay to love a trans woman?
I think that when somebody is that messed up, the best thing to do is to move along. Just none of my business. I am not that interested in having a conversation with this person, and they're crazy. That's about as far as that goes.
That's right.
I hope that
Quest
they get.
Fanning.
I hope they get the help that they need.
Quest Fanning in the chat. The joke. I warned you. How do you fit 6M into VM? The ashtray. Quest. I
don't know.
I don't get your jokes, man. What is going on? Fit 6M into the VM. I don't know. All right. We got my favorite person coming up.
No.
My favorite person ever.
Like, the culture is dead. Or like, a portion of this culture is like frostbitten and needs to be cut off. And that's what we watched in the last video. But like on the other extremity, a different toe is also frostbitten. And
breaking news.
She's back, supposedly.
Haley Welch dead. The Hawk Tuah girl has died.
So bad.
This is a really overproduced video.
Is not missing. She's pregnant.
What's going on with that Hawk Tuah chick? She going to
I
jail?
Anywho, do I get a phone call?
The Hawk Tuah.
This isn't comedy.
Yeah, she didn't do this. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know who. There's no way. I don't know who her team is that's handling her and made the bad decision with the rug pulling of crypto, and made this video to come back to. But she hasn't been active on X, so all they've done is release whatever this is.
Yeah, that's a teaser for her grand comeback. She's just gonna forget that she rug pulled millions of dollars, and she's just gonna continue to make just goofy faces that aren't funny, and yeah, that she's just gonna move on with her life. She was funny twice. She was funny with the Hawk Tuah thing was funny, and then when she rug pulled everyone, that was funny. But she continues to no longer be funny. I don't get it.
She must have.
But-
I assume that she purchased some very nice lawyers, and that she's getting sued by people who lost money, and maybe she settled with them or something, and now she can say she put it behind her. I don't know.
Yeah. What do you guys think in the chat? Hawk Tuah. That's not a good thing.
For those of you who are just joining, my name is Brian Piotr. My lips are not usually this blue. We raised $50 for the show tonight, and so I drank some methylene blue. And this is temporary, I hope. And also, Zoom is providing us with occasional ghosting for the king. And I wish that I knew how to fix that during the stream. I'll try to make sure it is fixed before we do the show next week.
Yes. Hey, we have been betwixt by a witch. There is a curse upon us and we think it's of the English variety because at the beginning of the show, we showcased our weapons, which are now banned in England, and we made quite the fun. We listed 10 things that Britons now need to use instead of knives to defend themselves, and I think we pissed off a British witch because it was shortly thereafter that Zoom started to get cursed.
What is the right quote? A harlot distributing swords from a lake is no method for.
Yes. What is it? Look. Strange women lying about in ponds, distributing swords. There's no basis for a form of government.
Yes.
Just because some moistened bink lop
you.
the scimitar at you doesn't mean you get to rule absolute power. Yes. There's some lovely filth over here.
Okay, so the morning routine things. There's been a million of these. Here's this. Oh, this is just so ridiculous that this was made. Here is a porn star, otherwise called OnlyFans model, which is the same thing, saying that she's successful because of her morning routine.
And female entrepreneur is because of my rigorous morning routine. I do cold plunge sauna 4 times in the morning, starting at 3:15. So that takes me about an hour and a half. Afterwards, I oil pull, brush my teeth again, and then oil pull, let that sit throughout the day. And then I begin my meditation. Meditation usually takes about an hour, honestly. And then on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and sometimes Sundays, I will do a deep tissue or a lymphatic drainage massage. Keeps the mind very sharp. And then I'll go to my local coffee shop at around 6:15.
Keeps the mind sharp.
So I recommend this routine to literally everyone.
Do you need to use the mind for anything?
And that's that. So
when are you going to the clinic to get tested for STDs? I hope that's a daily thing as well.
Oh.
Because if not.
So I have some news for this girl that she could skip all of that stuff and still make the money she's making. I wouldn't call that being successful, but she could make the money that she's making. So,
yes.
Anyways, here's the ideal morning routine. You wake up and you start working. Let me know in the chat. Have you tried that?
That's it.
Has anybody ever tried that before?
Just wake up.
Just wake up and start working. I mean, commute if you have to. I think skip breakfasts pretty much all the time. So
just get up, put the laptop up, just start working. I probably have done that before. What about construction workers? Just get up and just start swinging the hammer around, just firing off some nails, right there. Just wake up and just start putting drywall up. Whatever you do. If you're a plumber, start plumbing. Get up, unclog your toilet.
Get up, start working. We'll make you more money than the crap that lady just spewed out. Okay, so here is the Lord of the Rings that we had showing at the beginning of the show.
And if you do not find a way, no one will.
Let us hope that our presence may go unnoticed.
It's so incredible that this used to take teams of people, hundreds of hours, and now one guy is just roughing stuff through AI and making it on his own.
Yeah, this is every month it seems like it just gets better and better. But
we're not far from like the full movie being made. Like all three of those first
just
movies.
replicate the entire thing and just put an AI filter over it in a different style.
Yeah, seriously.
That is wild. That is wild. Well, that was our Culture Couch segment. Thank you everyone for being here. We went over culture. Is Father's Day pointless? It was that the most. Is eating steak from a elephant? Is that good? Is that not? I don't know. This is Liberty Tonight, where freedom never sleeps. We're here on the For Liberty Network. What's that, Brian?
This is where freedom never sleeps.
That's right.
I know there's only a few here, but we want to be your drug dealers. So if you go to here, forlibertyshop.com, and type in Liberty Tonight, we have a collection. Find it just like this. Our products are moving up in order. Still, number one, our whiskey barrel aged coffee, most popular coffee. This mug supporting us with our faces on it, number two. And the Revere's Rebel Roast has moved up into the third most popular item. It's pretty incredible. I hope you all tell me you like it so that we can sell a lot more of it. And in the future, you can be violently awake. Not right now, though. You go to sleep. You're going to wake up in the morning and use this.
Let's go.
Okay.
Wake Up America coffee. Steelbringer, $5 Rumble rant. Shh, don't tell my wife about this rant.
Never would. It's a secret secret among thieves.
The bro code.
The bro code. The ramble rant code.
That's right.
Cruz, I can't even get through this. Well, more bodily functions in the news this morning. The next time you pass gas, make sure no police are around. A man in West Virginia faces assault charges.
Hey, assault farting. We need common sense fart control.
Fart control.
No one should have access to these assault farts.
The weapons of war do not belong in your pants. We need to denuclearize the bean eating.
Look, these are weapons of horrible, horrible war. Biologic warfare. You do not want to have that on these streets.
And you see, they say you cut the cheese, but not in the UK anymore, so you can't blame it on that.
Okay.
Assault farts.
Assault farts. I'll buy 2 at the forlibertyshop.com. We'll put it in a little jar and sell them for $5, and I don't think there's any creepy guys out there that'll buy them, but
yeah, maybe. There definitely is.
I turn my mouth blue for the show. What's a canned fart?
Wes Fanning, $5. GTSY, take care. Sole breadwinner here, homeschooling one daughter, living in New York City. Worth it. Thank you so much, Quest Fanning. You've been carrying the torch tonight. We appreciate you. And the segment we're currently in is called America the Beautiful, where we showcase all of the beauty in America. We just showed you the getting arrested by an American cop for farting, assault farting.
I do want to point out that forever, New York State has been the hardest state to homeschool of all 50 states. So I'd love to hear how hard it has been. Is it getting easier? Like, how much paperwork do you have to deal with the state? Like, it all sounds really awful. Where I live now, you literally don't even have to file a piece of paper that you're homeschooling. You just no one needs to know that you have kids. You don't tell a soul that you're homeschooling, and that's the way it should be. There's no testing standards, no filing requirements, no keeping records of what you teach them.
Yeah,
This is the dream. I hear New York is really difficult, so I'd love to hear how you deal with it.
Yeah, it's like 3D printers. You can just make ghost guns. Just make ghost kids. Have them have a home birth.
Well,
hide your wife away while she's pregnant. Chain her to the bed so she can't Rapunzel out of the window, and then you pop that thing out at home, and you homeschool it. And yeah, you don't. No social security number, no birth certificate.
That's
This
called
kid's freaking Neo in the Matrix, man.
I have friends who have very much free birth, and I have gotten my kids' social security numbers because I take those dirty blood money from the government.
Yes.
Sorry for selling
the-
you
that is
out
the-
down the river, kids. I'm getting the blood money for my taxes from the government. So sorry
Hey,
about that.
if you really don't want a birth certificate that badly when you get older, we can take steps to undo that.
Yeah, I mean, the government probably doesn't know whose social security numbers are attached to who. It appears
No, they
like
don't.
it appears like a roulette of random numbers. The way
It literally does.
Yeah.
They've busted trillions, and like they said that, I don't know if it was the same social security number, the same address, or something like that, but I think it was the same social security number. There's thousands of claims, so this one person is getting like 1,000 social security payments or Medicaid or Medicare payments. That's how bad the fraud is. So yeah, you could probably just get your kid a fake social security number. This is a comedy show. I'm not advocating to commit any felonies. But yeah, just if the illegals can do it, we can do it. If the fraudsters can do it.
I feel like Elon might be fixing it though. So with the caveat that you might get caught in the future.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I, as a white person, grew up with a white mother and a white father. I can attest to this is white people taco night.
White people taco night. We're getting taco shells from the grocery store and
He's not even gonna
ground
cook 'em either.
beef from the grocery store and shredded cheese from the grocery store and Ortega sauce from the grocery
I do not know what Ortega sauce is, but yeah, I had mild salsa for sure.
store.
Did you put mayonnaise on it too, and it was too spicy still?
No, because I grew up in California, and what people don't know is Western. So Mexico's not homogeneous. It's not all the same food across the country. The west coast of Mexico, and specifically Baja, is a lot spicier, like way spicier than central and southern Mexico. At least
Really?
I'm sure that it also varies across those generalizations of areas, but California Mexican food is far spicier than Mexican food that you find in other places along the border. Like Tex-Mex is a lot more like chorizo and
fried beans,
hatch chili peppers, and not as spicy, just not as hot. So I grew up with like really, really hot red sauce, and I learned to really love spicy food. Killed everything on my tongue. So, and now you know. Now, King, I know.
Yes.
I know why you wanted this in the stack.
Oh yes, of course. That's right, good sir. She breaks that cucumber over him. Oh,
This
that's
couple works together to make silly videos. Good for them. That's a happy.
Yeah, but-
I hope they're in a happy marriage. I support them.
Do you not smack at the bottom such as that fine knight just did to his fair lady?
Oh, definitely not on camera. Definitely not. I definitely not want to do that in front of others. So, yeah.
But the point remained that he is promoting a very healthy and masculine way to show affection to your
Yeah.
fine lady.
Well, that's why you married her. That's
Hey,
part of why. It's
as long as she has the sheet in between you and her both, and then you can smack. It's fine. Is that
okay.
No.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know where you're going with that. So here's a guy on Amazon, works for FedEx or Amazon, works for Amazon with a crazy jump, belongs in the NBA.
He said.
Nice jump, dude. That was impressive. I gotta say, I saw you on the camera.
Yeah, could you not let your dogs out on him next time?
I couldn't do this, man. There's no way I could clear a 48-inch fence. That's crazy.
Yeah, like, and is he going and doing box jumps at the gym, or is that just him? You know?
Dude, that's awesome. Good for him.
Yeah, that's amazing. I thought I'd throw it in there because we've had a running series of delivery men running away from different creatures. The last one, the one last week, the week before last, that was chickens. He was quite afraid of the hens that came up to greet him at the door.
Oh man, yeah. I have when I ran for city council, knocked on 5,000 doors. I got chased by dogs. It's a real thing. Like you walk in through a gate and you have no idea there's a dog in there because you got to walk through the gate to knock on the door, and then dogs run out or they run out through a dog door. It's a scary little boop. Like it hits your adrenaline, and I never got attacked or anything, but like big dog. Didn't see you there. I'm in your spot.
Yeah.
Here's
I've definitely been in that situation before. Like I don't know you, dog, and it's them being excited and then them coming to like it sometimes it's hard to tell.
Here's a human. I don't know how to describe this. This guy's got none.
Human nunchuck?
Yeah, look up.
Oh, that's what you go by.
Yeah.
All right, so let me see you just swing that motherfucker.
No, come on now. That's why they got the nunchucks on right
Let me. Oh my God. This shit is crazy.
America the Beautiful, everybody.
Oh my gosh.
This is what makes America beautiful.
Your arm's not supposed to do that. I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know what's wrong with it.
Having fun with it, right?
Yeah, he's having fun with it. Good for him. But by the way, your arm's not supposed to do that, man.
Did he just like break it off and then was like, yeah, I don't have insurance, so this is just my arm from now on? Is like I need to know this guy's backstory. Brian,
isn't that
in the chat? How did this man become the human nunchuck? What is your theory?
Dude, there's this. So by the way, I realized something. We have 3 tiers of healthcare in America. Did you know we have 3 tiers?
No.
Here's what the 3 tiers are. 1, I'm rich. I don't have insurance. I get whatever I want. It's the best in the world. It's concierge. Beautiful people are performing everything I need. They actually care about me and want me to be healthy. They're flying in to see me, and like basically the best healthcare available on earth. That's the top tier. We aren't in that tier. Then there's the tier with insurance that works. The system works for that. Like the whole system in the country is for these people. May not get them healthy, whatever. It's like I have insurance. I can get covered when I go to the emergency room or need a surgery. That I can get my 17 different pharma prescriptions. And then there's the bottom tier. That if something breaks, I am screwed.
That's clearly where this fine gentleman fell into.
Yes.
But yeah,
and
yeah, that's Brian's theory, is that he's just too poor to get it fixed.
This is Liberty Night, where freedom never sleeps, and I hope that none of you who are watching, who I'm very thankful here, get hurt. I don't want anyone hurt. I want you all to be healthy, happy, and have some blue teeth, just like me and RFK Jr. Thank you so much for all your support. Here's the funniest. Like, I laughed so hard at this video, and I'm sure this is staged.
It is, but it's hilarious.
Last adjustment. Got it. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear the sound of your own voice?
Yeah.
Oh, baby! Sergeant, thank you so much. We're so excited. Thanksgiving's in 2 days, and I can call you on your cell phone now, baby, and you can talk to my dad.
Whoa, are you okay? Is that too loud?
No, not too loud. The boy that's annoying. You don't hear that? I have to hear this forever. Oh, there we go again, Doc. You know why this guy's smiling? Because he's probably deaf and he can't hear his wife's voice. Doc, please take it off. Help me, please.
Relax. This is a celebration. Trust me, from one married man to another, you'll get used to it.
I don't believe any word that came out of your mouth.
Last adjustment.
Yes.
Oh man, that's such a funny
Take it
staged
out.
video.
It's pretty good though. They did a good job with it.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
There-
I think he's actually deaf, which I think helped.
For sure, he can speak though.
Right.
So he's learned to
Yeah.
speak.
So he's been deaf. He probably has that cochlear implant already to begin with, and then maybe after he got it, this came to his mind as a good comedy bit. Like, I was thinking this when I first heard your voice, so let's recreate this where I freak out and say, "Ow, no more," because she did have a very annoying voice.
Yeah, and I think that if you were to have gotten married to somebody, there's no way you're stupid enough to insult them in that moment. So,
yeah.
Are you looking for some beats?
Let's go. Because we've got coming up next, America the Beautiful. We continue this segment. It's not just about the people or the events or things that happened. The creatures that we love most are also what make America beautiful. And here's some that are acting absolutely wild and make us laugh.
Stop it! I'm coming! I'm coming!
Animals are always trying to kill themselves.
Look at this donkey, bro.
Put the goat
Just
down.
manhandling
It makes me
this
want to
dude.
have. It makes me want to have animals.
Oh my god.
Look at that.
What is wrong with you?
Donkeys are jackasses, dude.
They literally are.
I know you have new friends, but they don't want to
Waffles.
play with you like that.
Beautiful animals.
So cows love melon. This is honeydew. Bitch, it's not for you. Back up. Here, baby. They always want to leave you out. I know. There you go, sexy.
Come on, Smokey. Oh
This
boy.
one's good. This horse.
Whoa.
Boom.
Holy fuck.
Oh man, doesn't that just warm your heart to see these beautiful animals just
Yeah, it does.
thriving before we turn them into our meals or our clothing or our glue? Ah, it's beautiful.
And more beautiful news: Americans aren't paying their taxes.
Hey, what's up, America? The IRS and people paying taxes. Well, now the IRS is reporting that because of Doge cuts, a lot of people aren't paying their taxes or filing.
Oh no!
Woo!
Yeah, that's right. Go fuck yourself, IRS. Yeah, you've been stealing from us for years. You can kiss my fucking ass. How's that sound? Oh no, people aren't filing taxes like they should. Oh, what do you gotta do? Why don't you cry about it, asshole? Yeah, I've been paying taxes for over 10 years and you've been sending me letter after letter trying to practically knock down my door for owing barely anything, but you were fucking relentless, weren't you? So I hope nobody pays you. I hope nobody files. I hope it just fucking collapses like the fall of Rome.
Oh yeah.
Woo!
I'm
I
excited
am
about
with
this.
you, good sir. I couldn't have said it better myself. External Revenue Service.
Okay, to wrap up this segment, this long segment, Disney used CGI for dwarves, and
Seems like nowadays you can protest about just about anything. Well, why don't I begin a protest?
it really hurt people.
That Disney decided to use
Yeah.
CGI dwarves. Not even the real
Because they tried to be inclusive. They tried to be woke.
money for something, but no.
And this guy doesn't get a real job
They're
because
so
of it.
ashamed of the CGI dwarves.
Yeah.
They don't even have it on the first
Look at
line.
him.
Well,
You don't want him to be employed as a
Now you wash
piece of entertainment.
You tidy up the
Hire the dwarves. Alrighty. I guess I should be thinking about who
should be Peasant of the Week.
is. Huh. Let's see. It is somebody I do not think who's ever been bestowed this honor. This is also somebody who we did not really talk about tonight. And that is one reason why I do want to make this person Peasant of the Week, because even though we did not highlight his accomplishments this week, he did a lot during a week that wasn't the best for the Trump administration. You know, I don't know what you guys think, or you, Brian, specifically. We didn't cover the whole Signal chat leak, whatever, but you know, this person in that dark time was a beacon of light, and really gives us confidence in the future of the MAGA movement. And that is the Marine Corps Vice President, J.D. Vance. You are a President of the Week this week for your photo opportunities that you executed for your speech to the Marines. They were super pumped up for shooting big guns and essentially for threatening the entire world. You know, that was pretty cool. And you combine that with the Signal chats that leaked of your kind of apprehension at these Yemen strikes. This is the right mix of like militarism and like his brand of, you don't mess with us, we won't mess with you, but if you do, we're coming for you. And, you know, like, don't mess with us and we'll be cool. That, you know, that's what I can get behind. So J.D. Vance, the Vice President of the United States, former Marine Corps infantryman, I think. You're Peasant of the Week. Congratulations.
That's awesome. And tonight really blew right past. Like, time flew. You know, between the Ghost of Christmas Past being my co-host, that this Methylene Blue just opening up my mind into another dimension. I'm very thankful for each and every one of you for watching. It's been a fantastic evening, and I hope you come back this time next week, Thursday night, 10 p.m. to midnight, where Liberty never sleeps. This is Liberty Tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Share the show with your friends. We will be back soon.